Remember 2008? The phrase "there's an app for that" was everywhere, and we all rushed to fill our phones with icons for every single task, from ordering a pizza to tracking our sleep. But fast forward to today, and we're standing at the edge of a massive software cliff. The era of the application is about to end, and it's not just some fringe theory, it's a prediction coming straight from the top of the tech world. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella has basically put a flag in the ground, declaring that business applications as we know them are going to collapse because of the rise of AI agents. We aren't just talking about a minor update or a new feature. We are talking about the total destruction of the software as a service industry and a complete rewrite of how we interact with technology. In this new agent era, that cluttered home screen and those specialized business tools you spend all day clicking through are going to vanish. Instead of you navigating through a dozen different interfaces to get one thing done, an AI agent will simply do it for you in the background. Today, we're breaking down why the world's biggest software companies are preparing for a world without software, how agents are going to replace your favorite apps, and what this means for the future of your career and your digital life. If you've ever felt app fatigue, you'll want to pay close attention to this, because the way we use computers is about to change forever. The Great Software Collapse. For decades, the backbone of the tech economy has been the SaaS model, software as a service. You pay a monthly fee to use a specific tool like a CRM, an accounting program, or a project management app. But Satya Nadella recently dropped a bombshell on the BG Squared podcast. He believes these business applications are headed for a total collapse. The idea is that these apps exist because they provide a way for humans to talk to a database, but in the era of AI, that middleman, the app itself, is no longer necessary. Microsoft is moving aggressively to try and collapse these traditional software categories, from customer service to finance and operations. They are seeing a massive shift where people don't want a CRM or an ERP anymore. They want AI-native business applications that act as agents rather than just static tools. It's a stunning proclamation because it implies that the multi-billion-dollar industry of building specialized software interfaces might be nearing its expiration date. What is an app, anyway? To understand why apps are disappearing, we have to look at what they actually are under the hood. Most software we use today is really just a thin UI layer sitting on top of a database. That fancy interface with the buttons, the menus, and the logos. It's just a way to help you interact with raw data without having to be a computer scientist. In technical terms, these apps are built for CRUD operations. Create, read, update, and destroy. Every time you make a new record, look up information, change a file, or delete a post, you are performing a CRUD action. Until now, we needed specialized apps to do this, because databases are hard for humans to talk to directly. But AI agents are changing the game because they can interact with the core, grounded data in a database without needing a human to click a button in a specific app interface. The agent is the master of logic. The real magic of an app isn't just showing you data, it's the business logic built into it. Business logic is the set of rules that tells the software what to do, like if a customer hasn't paid in 30 days, send them this specific email. Currently, developers have to hard-code all of that logic into the software so it functions correctly. But in the future, that business logic is being compressed into the AI agent. Instead of needing a developer to write code for every possible scenario, the agent can simply know how to accomplish a task based on your instructions. You won't need an app to send out emails based on criteria, because you can just tell the agent, look at my top 5 customers by revenue, and write them all an email about doing business in 2025. The agent doesn't need an email app to do this. It can write its own tools or code to interact with the database and the email server directly, the end of the spreadsheet. Perhaps the most shocking part of this shift is the potential death of the world's most famous software, Excel. Satya Nadella himself raised the question, why do I need Excel? When you think about it, Excel is just a visualization tool for a database where you can add logic and analytics. In the agent era, if an AI can write Python code to analyze a massive amount of data for you, the spreadsheet interface becomes a scratchpad at best. If you need a graph, a chart, or a 3D visualization, you won't spend an hour fiddling with cells and formulas. You'll just describe the end result you want, and the agent will use a Python interpreter to execute the code, extract the data, and give you the final product. Microsoft is already integrating this by treating specialized canvases like Word and Excel as agents that work under a central copilot layer, the back-end revolution. One of the coolest and most disruptive things about AI agents is that they don't care about the back-end. They are multi-repo CRUD, meaning they can update multiple different databases and backends simultaneously without discriminating between them. In the old world of software, you are often locked into one ecosystem because your apps only talk to specific databases. But agents are flexible. They can orchestration the logic tier across any database that is the most efficient or cheapest for the job. This means as an engineer or a business owner, you just need to pick the best database, and the agent will handle the rest. The backend becomes a commodity, and the real value moves to the AI tier where the decision-making and logic live, the SaaS apocalypse. If you are a software developer or someone who has built their career in the SaaS industry, this news is a massive wake-up call. We are looking at a complete restructuring of the entire industry. For someone who has built and worked for SaaS companies for their whole career, the uncertainty is high enough that starting or investing in a traditional SaaS company right now feels like a huge risk. Companies are facing a brutal choice: evolve and become AI native, or die. There is no in between. We're likely to see far fewer developers needed for traditional app building because the agents will be writing their own code to solve problems. Software is going to look drastically different in the very near future, and those who don't adapt to this architectural shift will be left behind. The future in your pocket. While a lot of this talk is about enterprise software and business tools, this change is coming for the consumer world too. Think about your phone. Why do you need 20 different apps for travel, food, and social media if one agent can access the data from all of them and do what you ask? Whether you're a CEO or just someone trying to organize their day, the future of interacting with data is going to be seamless. We are moving toward a world where you just describe what you need, and the agent orchestrates the tools, the code, and the data to make it happen. The interface is going to disappear, and we'll finally be able to focus on the results rather than the tools we use to get them. We are witnessing a fundamental change in how the world works, and the app as we've known it for the last 15 years is officially on life support. It's an exciting, slightly terrifying, and totally fascinating time to be alive in the tech space. The question is, are you ready for a world where your computer thinks and acts for you, instead of just waiting for you to click a button? If you want to keep track of this SaaS apocalypse and learn how to stay relevant in the age of AI agents, you need to be here. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our deep dives into the tools that are actually going to matter in 2026 and beyond. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think we're actually ready to give up our apps for a single AI agent? Or do you still prefer having a dedicated interface for everything you do? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Thanks for watching. Give this video a like if it blew your mind a little bit, and I'll see you in the next one where we're going to look at the first agent-only operating systems hitting the market. Stay curious, stay ahead, and I'll catch you later.